Drop him. One hook and I'll rock him. One more and I'll stop him. Call the fighter, I'll lock him. Up him. If he reach, then I'll pop him. Street sweeper, I'll wash him. Homicide, come and chalk him. Drop him. One hook and I'll rock him. One more and I'll stop him. Call the fighter, I'll lock him. Up him.
You are now tuned into the Boxing Bros. I'm Caden. I'm here with my co-host.
What's going on, everybody? It's the Commissioner Trill Dollar Bill.
And this is G. And by the way, I like to make a prediction correction. So, last week I chose my man Andy Ruiz to beat old man King Kong. But when I seen the weigh-in, my man looked so sloppy. I gotta change my prediction. I'm going with Grandpa King Kong.
Flip flop. Go ahead.
It's your boy.
Oh, my bad.
It's your boy, the TBE. What up? Where are y'all doing?
The first topic we're going to discuss on Boxing Bros is Fury says that Usyk is afraid and he will knock him out inside 6 rounds. So we're actually going to listen to this audio because this audio is from seconds out. And Radio Raheem likes to claim anything you put on. So, guys, let me know if you can hear this, okay? All right, because we're just going to play the audio. All right, here we go.
You're shouting out.
Could you hear that?
Mm-hmm.
All right, cool.
Usyk, You're saying he's hiding from you?
Yep.
Why would this guy who just won the second fight against Joshua be hiding from a retired fighter?
Because he called me out after the fight, didn't he?
He did.
Did anyone see that or hear that? And so I come back, firing back, say, let's get the fight on. December. Oh, no, he doesn't want to fight because he's injured from that sparring contest I had with AJ. So it is what it is. He's running scared, in my opinion. He knows what's going to happen to him. Should he decide to step in the ring, he will be annihilated.
You're an agile fighter. You're a quick fighter, especially for your size.
Yeah.
Everybody understands that. He's a smaller guy.
Yeah.
He's agile as well.
Yeah.
What weapons do you have that beat Usyk?
And every weapon that I possess for Usyk. Usyk's a smaller guy, but he's carrying weight. So where he is like 220 pounds, there's no heavyweight in the world that's got more speed than me or more agile than me. And I'm 220. He is a heavyweight. If he drops down to 195, 198, he may have the agile speed against me. However, the sheer size and mass of destruction will wear him down. It would be like him having a double-decker fridge freezer on top of him and pushing him around the ring for 4 or 5 rounds. Me and Sugar Hill both are convinced that if it goes 6 rounds, then that's a shit performance. I'll cut him down inside 6 for sure, and Sugar reckons I'll cut him down inside 4. So we've actually got a bet on which one gets done first.
Now, you've beaten Wilder twice. Some people say 3 times.
Yeah, whatever.
All right, so we'll move on from the Wilder stuff because we're not talking about Wilder right now, and we'll spare G on that. But you heard what Tyson Fury had to say about Usyk. He said he wanted to make the fight in December. Usyk saying he needs time to recover from his sparring session with Anthony Joshua. He said he's running scared, and he said that he believes he'll finish him inside 6. Sugar Hill believes inside 4. Bill, what's your reaction to Fury's comments?
Fury just talking like Fury be talking. That's all that is. I'm not mad at Tyson Fury. Get your talk on. But that's all that is talk. We all heard Usyk. He said he want to fight him, and he don't want to fight nobody else, or he's going to retire. Tyson Fury is the one that said he wanted a half a billy to fight this guy. If anybody is acting like they don't want to fight, it's him. But look, the fight's going to happen. He was just in a fight with another big guy. He wants to give himself some time to heal, chill with his family, and then get back to it. You know what I'm saying? Like, the fight's going to happen. Now you're going to say he's running scared. He wants to fight. Tyson Fury will say anything, man. But go ahead, chat. Get your talk on.
All right, Conspiracy G.
Well, I'll say this. I remember when Sugar Hill during the second Wilder Fury fight was like Fury's gonna knock out Wilder. I was like, y'all are crazy. No way. This, that, and the third. And then lo and behold, their words became reality. So I actually believe Fury on this. You know what I mean? Like what Fury possesses, I'm being honest, man. I know a lot of people hate me for this, but I'm trying to figure out what can Usyk do to minimize the advantages that Tyson Fury has, and I just don't see it. So I actually agree with Tyson Fury on this. It's going to be within 6 rounds. He's going to mop this dude. I'm telling you, it's going to be a bowl of spilt Ukrainian soup all over the ring. That's all we're going to see, man. So, yeah, man, I agree 1,000 with Tyson Fury.
All right, TVE.
This is just every week you get in front of this echoing. I'm getting feedback.
Yeah, no.
Every week you get Fury on camera saying some different type of bollocks, and like Trill said, I agree. This is just him talking out his behind, and I don't think Fury should just come in here overconfident and think he's just gonna walk through Usyk, because as Usyk has shown us when he came to heavyweight, like, he's willing to take on all challenges and he'll come prepared for every fight. So I don't think it's going to be a walk in the park like a Deontay Wilder or like a Dillian White. I think this is going to be one of Fury's toughest fights. It might be even a redemption for Ukraine and, Usyk bringing back the lineage that Fury took from his boy Klitschko. And, yeah, it might. I'm not saying it is, G. Fix your face. You're saying it definitely is a Fury a walk in the park for Fury. I'm not saying it's going to be that easy.
It's Fury being Fury. I think he calls the fight between Anthony Joshua and Usyk a sparring session, and it was tactical for the most part, but there were hard punches landed. It was a rough fight, particularly in the 9th round for Usyk. And there was some rough rounds like the 10th round in there for AJ. To call that fight a sparring session is, it's Fury being Fury, but that fight was a tough fight for both gentlemen. And, one punch is all it really takes in heavyweight division. You already know that. Like, Fury knocked out Dillian White with a perfectly placed uppercut. So all it takes is one punch in heavyweight division, and Fury's aware of that. Usyk wants time to rest, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't think that means that he's running scared. I think it means that he's intelligent. You want to go into the biggest fight of your career as close to 100% as you can possibly get in that ring. Now, no one goes into fights 100% because if you're a fighter, you got camp, you got sparring, training makes you sore, everything. But you want to be in, and you want to feel your best going into the fight. Now, of course, Fury's going to say, he's running scared, because that's what Fury does. And Fury's going to, do what he does. I'm okay with the gamesmanship, but Usyk isn't running scared. Usyk is taking recovery time like he should, and that fight can take place next year. Now with him saying he'll stop Usyk inside 6 rounds, the beauty is we'll find out once the fight's made. The thing is, I never thought Fury was going to run from this fight. I knew Fury was going to want this fight. Fury's he likes the drama. He likes to say certain things. Like he said, "I'll fight AJ, but I'll fight AJ for free." Come on, man. He's not going to fight AJ for free. And then as soon as AJ loses, he goes, "Since it's Usyk, it's not going to be for free. I need half a billy." Just like he said, free, half a billy. Come on, man. This is Tyson Fury, man. And then he also said he doesn't do it for the money. So he's all over the place, right? This is what Fury does. I think the beauty is we know that they're in negotiations, and we know that they're trying to make the fight happen, and that makes me happy. And if this fight happens, and if this fight gets announced before Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence, I don't even care about that fight. They both might as well move up and vacate their belts, as far as I'm concerned, if they make undisputed before Terrence Crawford and Errol Spence do.
Hold on. But I agree with all y'all, right? Tyson Fury is all over the place. But I remember we had a similar conversation during either the second fight with Wilder or the third. And you said, even within his foolishness, there's a nugget of truth. Mm-hmm. Can't y'all see some form of truth in what he's saying right now? Now
I can see the some form of truth.
You know what I mean? Like everything else could be goofy, right? Like, sparring session, this and the third, yada yada yada, blah blah blah. But maybe him and Sugar Hill really believe we're gonna get him out of there within 6 rounds.
Listen,
Or y'all think that's just all
G,
Mhm.
they say whatever they want. They can believe whatever they want. I can't say a man can't believe what they want to believe. Man got he got the right to believe what he want to believe. If they would believe that they can get him out in 6, then they're gonna have to show me. They're gonna have to show me if they think they can. I just think that Usyk is just as talented. They got to catch him. They got to catch him. And while they're trying to catch him, they got to try not to get hit. And I'm not going to give a person a victory that hasn't stepped in the ring and fought him yet. You know, I think Tyson Fury is a great fighter. I think he's good for his size. I think he got good movement. I think he's a big guy. But I don't see him being a devastating puncher, and I don't see nobody on his record other than Klitschko and stuff. He been moving well, and I just think that people can't overlook Usyk. He's showing you that he belongs. This could be a David and Goliath story. The little man got some skills. Everybody, every time somebody says something, it's the size. He's been beating up these big guys. I'm just giving him the benefit of the doubt.
Well, I do believe that Fury is confident and Fury thinks he can stop Usyk. But I think that is a nugget of truth. I think he feels like he's more talented than Usyk. I do believe like he feels that way. And Fury made a great point too. Like he said, Usyk is gonna have to be 220 or above, and that's gonna slow him down later on in the fight if he's having to move away from him. I think that's some real stuff. Usyk is smaller than Tyson Fury, but Usyk's bigger than like 80% of the world. So he's a big man himself. And so big men, right? Their tank is different, especially if you're a big man who has to pack on more weight to try to compete with another bigger guy. That's what happened with Deontay Wilder in their third fight. He had to put on more weight to compete for Tyson Fury, which it ended up working against him. And to compete with Tyson Fury, Usyk might have to put on even more weight than he did against Anthony Joshua. If he tries to go in there lighter and more, and it might be easier for Fury. So I think that's what Fury was saying. That's real stuff. But in the end, does that mean he's going to finish Usyk inside 6 rounds? I doubt it.
That's like, I don't know.
Already won. No, but
oh shit. Yo, my fault, Trill. Trill,
right.
You there?
Let us know how you feel in the comment section. Please like and subscribe. Check us out on Instagram and Twitter, and please check out our podcast on all major streaming services. We're just getting started. We are the Boxing Bros.